I'm standing here in front of FA Group, their second location. It's a couple of minutes walking from the other location where the Muay Thai group classes are. Here they give more fitness classes, private classes, and they also have women's only Muay Thai classes. So I'll show you the gym. It's a pretty cool entrance. You enter sort of a garage. It's one of the trainers, and then you walk up here. So up one more, and then here on the first floor, see, shoes on the mat. Here's people sitting, and then here you have the whole gym. Here's the outside. It's where we're standing before, and then here is like the whole gym. I think there's a couple of children going to practice. There's a shop there. Here's somebody doing a private class. Here's also somebody doing a private class in the ring. Then here there are some heavy bags. There's a lot of fitness gear. Then here's a small cafeteria with the menu. I came to FA Group because I wanted to learn more about clinching, and that's their specialty, together with knees. So I booked for a week, and actually during the first walk-in session, like the regular class, I noticed that the clinching was way more difficult than I thought it would be, and also that my skill in clinching was far behind the rest of the people there. So that wasn't really the greatest experience. And I realized that 1 week would never be enough to learn a lot. And also, since in my gym in Jakarta we're not clinching at all, I thought I will forget everything I learned within a week, and then this training camp was basically for nothing. So I decided to change my focus a little bit and just continued focusing mainly on knees, because that's also part of their specialty anyway. So instead of joining the regular classes, I booked private classes, and what I did not know yet, but what I just found out was that the private classes are given at a different location. It's the location you see here, so it's very different than the location I showed in the beginning of this video, which is very crowded and more busy for sure, also much smaller of course. So this space is much more private, it's much more peaceful, I would say, and actually I like this environment a little bit better. I was really attracted at first by the rawness of the original part of this gym, the one that I showed earlier, but for me to train in a more private, a more quieter space is much better actually. So I really enjoyed this location, and yeah, after one class here I was 100% sure that I just wanted to train here privately every single day of that week. Some practical information regarding training at FA Group. So before I went here, I contacted them through Instagram. I booked a private class, or at least the first session, and my accommodation both via FA Group, via Instagram, so that was really easy. For the private class, it depends a bit which trainer you pick, but this one costed 1,500 per hour. And then the accommodation I paid 4,500 baht for a week. So that was pretty cheap, much cheaper than most hotels at least. And the area is nice to stay. So the apartment is walking distance from the gym, but also walking distance from Chatuchak Park, for example. That was really nice for some like recovery work, small slow jogs, or just walking around was really nice. So that's nice, there's plenty to do and to see. And also more closer to the apartment there are plenty of restaurants, street foods, 7-Elevens, all that. So it's quite a convenient area to stay. Honestly, I found Ari a bit more lively area. That's also not too far from here, so that could also be an option. And then you probably just take a Grab bike to go to your classes. So that's a good option as well.